Finishing up off the rim.
That's a good ball. And that's a great goal. Forward strike back and Callum Wilson is off the mark.
Aggressive. Take it to the rack. Goes the big man.
Oh!
What we said, both we've got point guards who can make things happen.
Almost scoring. Work from Yarmolenko. And Yarmolenko again, it's in! Well, he hit the post a minute or so ago. This time he's hit the back of the net. Andre Yarmolenko's first goal since September 2018.
That's lucky.
Shooting up in there. Fabulous save from Krul. Back for Felipe.
3:02 p.m. right here in the studios of Pensioners 106.7 FM. Barry Gonere in the city of Ibadan.
Behind the back to the Celtic.
Another wonderful moment. Another brand new year. Welcome to 2021. And of course, officially on Sports Tuzzle, I'm saying Happy New Year to all our esteemed listeners, all our fans, and everybody who have been part of this show, this program, since inception in September 2019. Counting 2 years down at the moment, and definitely we have to say a very big thank you for being part of this. You are the reason why this show still exists. Without you, definitely, there's definitely nothing like sports. So Happy New Year. Of course, I can only wish us a very beautiful and great year, a great 2021. And hoping that all our heart desires, our dreams will definitely come to pass at this very year.
Finishing up off the rim.
Well, like they used to say, I work without play, makes Jack a dull boy, but I say everything without sport. It makes me the dullest guy ever live it. I remain the sports illuminator, Raymond. Tolulope we're saying. Good afternoon to you. Of course, the very first edition of Sports Tuzzle this year.
Almost scoring.
And I'm saying welcome on board. Definitely, it won't be it has never been a boring time. We're keeping the energy, we're keeping the fire, and it will never ever be a boring time for all our listeners. In case you're just joining us, then you are in the right place at the right time, the right moment, at the right Sunday. Of course, last weekend we had the final of the first ever Sports Thursday competition that ended right here in the studios of Pensioners 106.7 FM at Barry Gonere in the city of Ibadan. Look, we got winners. Of course, we have a short report for you on that. But before then, today we'll be releasing so much in the world of sport in general, football in particular, and of course, I got guys in the studio already who will take the whole ride with me today, and of course, give you so much update coming from the world of sports. Let me start. You say, ladies first. I've got the third place finish at the Sport Thursday competition. Atinuke, so she's here once again. Atinuke, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Good afternoon, Raymond. Good afternoon, guys in the studio. Good afternoon to our listeners out there. Compliments of the season to everybody, and we pray for a glorious and prosperous 2021. We just want a year better than 2020. 2020 was that year where we could say, man, I'm happy this year is gone.
What you said, 2020 looks like a decade.
Yeah. So it's been an interesting weekend, at least. No, because of the COVID-19, a lot of leagues could not go for their long winter break. So they mostly just went a week and everybody's back to playing football. So it's good to at least we are not bored. We are still gonna watch sports.
Definitely, and the year has not even started. Bands not they do everywhere. Not to throw to your law. And the band just flying left, right, and center. We to the German Shepherd. Kilo shele go. Well, let's put it down. We're going to that place. Of course, I got Adebanjo also here with me. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Raymond. Good afternoon to our esteemed listeners. It's the first episode of Sport Also this year. Last year was really, really bad. We need the
No,
fans.
really good.
We,
Let us start.
we need the fans back in the stadium. We want the booze.
We are on a long
we want
time.
the cheers. We want football back to normalcy. We want that. So it's good to be here to talk sport again this wonderful afternoon.
We'll be coming down the first edition. Let's just wait. For today, we'll be doing varieties. Definitely taking around the world of sports. Football, basketball, Formula One, and so much more to talk about. So we are still coming down now, before we switch over to what you love here in the main purpose. That is a tussle, but then we just want to calm down. Let us chill. We shouted a lot last year. Ogbono. Now, person we no deal, you don't know. But a person we did there. I never just missed out because he came late, definitely. Yeah. But then maybe the next edition. Okay. Maybe we'll jump in. Okay, before we go further, quickly let us take a brief report of what happened last week, Sunday. The final of the first ever sports tussle competition. A brief report of how it went down, and of course the winners. We'll be right back. It's still sports. Tussle.
The competition, anchored by Raymond Tolulope, started on September 6 with 16 tusslers in contention for the various cash prizes. Adebayo Tobiloba won the grand prize, beating Afolayan Komolafe to go home with a sum of 20,000 naira, while second place Afolayan Komolafe went home with 15,000 naira. Atinuke Esan, who was the only lady among the competitors, came third and went home with a sum of 10,000 naira. Fourth place Temitayo Lebile went home with 5,000 naira. Gracing the grand finale was the chairman, Nigeria Union of Pensioners, Oyo State Council, Chief Isiaka Abolade, and Assistant Secretary of the Union, who is also Director of Administration, Pensioners FM 106.7, Comrade Olabanji Koliosho, handed the prizes to the winners.
As your name indicates, God is great. I congratulate you, but please don't rest on your oars. On behalf of the Board of Pensioners FM 106, I have the pleasure to present this gift to you, this token gift to you. Congratulations. Thank you, sir.
Atinuka, I congratulate you for coming third. It is my hope that you're going to perform better and come first when the next edition comes up. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir.
For coming fourth in this competition. Congratulations.
Tournament winner Oluwato Biloba Adebayo and the runners-up Akomolafe Afolayan appreciated the organizers while appealing to government at all levels to engage youth more in sports.
My advice to government is that they should look more into sports because it's an opportunity to engage the youth. The government should do more in sports so that youth will be engaged and youth will be able to have opportunity to do well for themselves.
My message for the organizer is that firstly, I must commend them because they really tried. This is the first time the radio station in Ibadan will be organizing this thing. So I must commend them for that. So my advice for them is to continue with this type of program.
The only lady among the competitors, Atinuke Esan, who came third, expressed happiness and also advised Oyo State government and other levels of government to use sport as instrument of empowerment for the youths.
I grew up in a home of sports. Both my parents were sport person, but they were more of the doing sports, maybe playing it. But I think I took it upon myself that I just want to dive a little from what they were doing. So I took up for myself to talking sports was not what I really intended to do. I was just someone that loves sport and watch it a lot, but someone just.
One of the judges, Ola Austin, said the competition has enlightened many people about various aspects of sports, thereby expanding their knowledge.
I think the show has been enlightening and able to bring in different kind of people to come and defend different topics. And in the process of it, I think a lot of people even out there have been enlightened. Even with the judges, they've gone into some aspect that has really been enlightening. So I think it's been a good show. And I think even the fans out there will be waiting and be eagerly waiting for the season 2.
The brain behind the competition, Raymond Tolulope, said creativity pushed him into organizing the competition.
Well, I think for me, I don't ever believe we have to do things the same way. I always want to be different in everything I do. And so this initiative was actually something I sat down and I thought, why not have something different? I mean, you look at it, it's the first ever sport total competition in Oyo State. Whether in Nigeria, I don't know. But as far as Oyo State is concerned, you don't see such a thing. It's different from all sports you can ever think.
Sport Tussle competition was put in place by the sports unit of Pensioners FM to test the all-round knowledge of the competitors in every areas of sport and sport personalities.
That was a short report of what happened last weekend. And of course, Adebayo Tobiloba going home with the first prize. He was a champion. Afolayan Akomolafe was second. Atinuke Sons third. And of course, Temita Olebile was fourth. Fantastic tournament. Ended on a high last weekend. So we are preparing for season 2. And of course, I don't want to raise anybody's expectations. So definitely, just watch out for season 2. It will still go down in the studios of Pensioners 106.7 FM. Guys, let's go into today's message. Let's preach the word of sport. Okay. Before we go further, definitely, let me just ask her, what was that your eyes? I mean in sport general now. In 2020, what was your best moment, Banjo?
I'd say the Los Angeles Lakers, feat winning the Larry O'Brien Trophy, after 10 years. It's been a decade, and, it was the year that a certain Kobe Bryant died, and
that was on tragic day.
Yeah, so the likes of LeBron James, the likes of, Caruso, the likes of, Anthony Davis, they did the needful for Los Angeles Lakers. So it's been so long. Lakers, last season, the last 2 seasons they were so porous in the NBA.
They couldn't make the playoffs last 2 seasons. But last season they became champion.
It was so good. It was so good for them, to win that for Kobe Bryant.
Should we say COVID helped them out because we didn't go the normal route?
Yes.
Should we say that played its part?
I think they still deserved it. They still deserved it because they played a very, very tough team in Miami. They played big top dogs, in the NBA. So good one for Los Angeles Lakers. And I also, my best moment in 2020 was also, Liverpool winning the league after 30 years. The previous season, before last season, they lost it by only 2 points to Manchester City. And I pitied them a lot, because they lost that.
The best loser.
In January, they were leading by 7 points, and boom, Man City just came and they just won the league. So after 30 years, it was good, even though some people call it Corona League, but at the end of the day, it's a league, and they have 19 titles now.
So what are your lows?
My lows, I'd say Deontay Wilder losing to Fury.
Wow.
Because the big talk, press state of mind, and coming back, defeating a certain Deontay Wilder, it was so shocking, because I was even part of the protagonist that was just hyping Deontay Wilder.
I shocked this guy.
But at the end of the day, Fury just surprised everyone.
I wasn't surprised anyway. I always knew Fury was going to get that. How soon was he going to win that game was just a matter of time. So I'm waiting for the trailer. I'm waiting for the next fight. Anyway.
And I'd also say, Manchester United, in the Europa League, I was rooting for them at least just win this Europa League.
Oh, good.
Win the Europa League, because they had everything. Just win the Europa League.
They have everything except the coach.
And they lost to Sevilla.
They have everything except
losing a whole lot of chances.
They lost 3 semi-finals.
In that game, losing 3 semi-finals. That was so.
You're a Man U fan. You're
I'm not a Man U fan, but that Europa League.
Barcelona fan.
Just win that. I don't want to disclose my.
Okay. Atinuke, what are your highs of 2020?
My high, like you actually said, that supposed to be Heli Lakers winning the NBA titles. I think it was a weight well deserved, and kudos to LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They were the 2 guys that really spearheaded that thing, considering, like you said, the previous said they could not win, because I remember that LeBron James was injured for most of that season and they couldn't even make the playoff. I felt like I was disappointed in the Milwaukee Bucks and the LA Clippers. They were the closest challengers. I felt like we were going to challenge the LA Lakers, but Miami Heat just became the closest challenger. Them kudos to Jim Butler and the Miami, they also had an amazing season. And I think another high point for me was seeing Dominic Thiem win a Grand Slam at
Win a
last.
Grand Slam at last.
I think that was one high point for me in 2020, despite the COVID-19. And he didn't just throw to win it. He was able to beat good players. He had to beat Danny Medvedev. He had to beat Alexander Zverev in the final. Was even 2 set down
Yeah,
in
before
that
coming
final,
back.
and he came back to win that title. So I think that's one high point for me. And that high point for me is still staying in tennis. I think I was impressed with how the next gen performed generally in 2020. They really took it up, because even the ATP World Tour finals was won by one of them, which was Danny Medvedev.
Yeah.
They won a lot of big titles in 2020, actually. So they really took the next step in making us know that they are not a fluke. And the high point for me is in the world of Formula One. Lewis Hamilton did Lewis Hamilton seventh.
I was
but-
expecting you to go there.
But I think the high point for me was seeing a lot of guys stepping up. We had a lot of
the
mid
guys
guys.
really stepped
They
up.
really
last
stepped up in 2020. We had, for me, the competition was more in the middle than at the top.
Yeah, you definitely yes.
The top was
exactly.
always Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton, and Max
Max
Verstappen.
Verstappen.
But in the middle, there was a Lando Norris somewhere, there was a Carlos Sainz, there was a Pierre Gasly, there was
And there are shocking wins as well.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of things happened in that middle. So I think I, for one, was happy about that. I'm looking forward to 2021. Well, Bayern Munich defined defeating Barcelona 8-2. Wow, I love that result so much. I hate to say it to Barcelona fans, but it was one result that Liverpool after 30 years. Not forget Bayern Munich, team of the year. They took everybody. Answer Flick came in and it was a new
Changed
dynamic. They
everything.
changed everything and they took everything by its own. Low point for me, Kobe Bryant, January 26th. I will never forget that day.
Bad day.
I would never forget that day.
We are just
Kobe-
23 days away from remembering that again.
Seriously, I will never forget that day. Kobe Bryant dying
Nobody saw that
with that
coming.
plane crash with his daughter was really, really devastating. And I think another low point for me was Manchester United having a terrible. It was a terrible season for me. I'm not going to come out. I'm not going to deny it.
They finished third.
It was a terrible season for me when you
Three semi-finals.
and
there was no way.
and it was team you feel that they could, okay, maybe Man City against Chelsea, against Sevilla, teams they had chances. It's not that they were outplayed, so they could not win or they could not score. They had
Trusting
chances,
the process.
but then they had chances. So you're speaking like a Manchester United fan, actually, even though you say you don't want to disclose your club. So they had chances. By the end of the day, kudos to Atalanta. Atalanta had an amazing 2020. They had an amazing 2020 for me. A club of that caliber finishing third in the league. I was able to get to the Champions League quarterfinal.
Finals.
It's an amazing feat for me. So I had a lot of sporting moments, but I think those were really my top and low moments.
Okay. You had the guys, those were, and their highs and lows. Somebody asked me to describe football in 2020. And do you know what I said? I said Hansi Flick and Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
Just
I agree.
those two.
I agree.
Hansi Flick changed everything in Europe, and Bruno Fernandes did his own thing.
Yeah, since January it's just been blowing everywhere, you know. Like
I don't usually get carried away.
Seriously, he really took a lot of us by storm, because there's this issue that you get to the Premier League, you always find it hard to adapt.
To come out.
And even when you adapt quickly, you always have like a pause. There's always that pause before you now continue wherever how good you are. But Premier League Player of the Year 2020 just has to go to Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes took the Premier League by storm, and United have just been, so. I mean, because of him, United are presently second. Maybe we should even start from United itself. Let me put it for Tunuke. Tunuke, Man U is second. Are you surprised?
I am, considering the way we started the season.
And before you know it, you are neck on neck with Liverpool.
Yeah, and I don't hide it. I say it every time that I'm not the biggest fan of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but you have to give credit where credit is deserved. He has really turned it around.
Is it him or a certain Bruno factor?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Because when you look at some decisions he makes, you feel like, okay, it's like he's learning his lesson. Yes, he's had his bad moment this season, because in the match against RB Leipzig, in that match where they needed, he went with the wrong team to come out well. Or even me as a manager will never choose that team. In the match against PSG, Fresh should not have been on the pitch itself. So he has made some wrong decisions that has defined the season, but at the same time, he has made some right decisions that got maybe loss in Europe was a blessing in disguise. I don't know, because it was after that match
Of
that
course,
they started that good run.
United has started a good run.
Ahead. So maybe it's, but nevertheless, Bruno Fernandes has a lot. And there's one thing about Bruno Fernandes, it makes other players around him better. Like they want to, if not at least be up to his power, to his power, at least they want to raise their game. Yeah, because if there's one match that really gave me that assumption, when people used to say it, I didn't believe that how can one player just make other people get better, was the match against West Ham.
Okay,
Bruno Fernandes didn't start that match.
We come on board.
He wanted to rest him and it backfired. First half, Manchester United were down.
Flat.
And at the middle of the park, a certain Thomas Chusek and Declan Rice became prime Xavi and Iniesta against Pogba. They were running the show. It was like Manchester United did not have any midfield on the pitch. West Ham were running the show. If not because Sebastian Haller was wasteful, Manchester United could have gone like 3-0 down at halftime of that match, because West Ham was running the show. And halftime, that's why I said his decisions also helped. He didn't wait his 60-70 minutes to bring in Bruno. He brought it in at halftime. And Pogba became the Pogba we all want to see play every day. And it was like, were they not the same team that played the first half and we were horrible? And they come out in the second half, you see a different team entirely. So a lot of things come to now. Look at the last match against Aston Villa. Manchester United won and they were celebrating like they won a trophy. That shows, because like a friend said yesterday, said for you to call yourself a title contender in the world of Alex Ferguson, it depends on the spirit in the camp.
Yeah.
How good do they feel like, okay, they can do something? That jubilation after that match, she showed a lot of people a lot, because Eric Bailly made a last minute block.
That save is £10 million.
Everybody made a last minute, and every day we will keep saying how useless Harry Maguire is. Eric Bailly made a last minute.
That's £10 million.
And every player went to hug him, and it felt like the book of saving get lose no, she better my bad draw.
Oh God, that's
but at the end of the day, it shows that okay, there's a positive spirit in the camp. That okay, maybe if not win the league, but at least we can just be there, challenge for the program. And when you look at it, they've won the most number of games in the league this season, 10, considering they lost 3 out of their first 5. So that shows that last 10 games, 1-8, drew 2. They drew 2 against Man City and Leicester. Teams that okay, we could say okay, we could pardon them for drawing against Manchester City. In Leicester, they could have even won the match. You understand?
Yes.
But the first to remain, I'm not going to say they are title challengers. I'm going to be sincere. I'm not going to say they are title challengers. Yes, but for me, I feel like there's a change. There's change. It's a work in progress. When we get to match day 30, match day 31, and maybe they are still 2 or 3 points from top, they can start saying, okay, maybe they can really win something. But for now, it's a work in progress. But there's still this issue about people thinking is a only thing. Only also has that period where he just goes on a good run.
Yeah. I mean, it's very paramount to him. He goes on a good run, and he blanks again.
But there's a difference this time because of the feel with the players and maybe because of certain Bruno Fernandes.
Okay.
You know, if this Manchester United team, you know, I think for me, I won't get carried away, because this same Manchester United, they top their champions.
That's what we are saying.
They top their
from game week 1 to game week 6
till the last day, and they were still knocked out. They just needed 1 point out of 6 points.
Just a point,
and you know, they fought out. So for me, I'm not really carried away. Maybe by February, by March, the Manchester United.
But then I get to game week 28, 29.
If they keep this run, then finally maybe. But I don't see them winning the title. They just title contenders, maybe 2 or 3.
You don't see them winning the title.
The reason why we are all saying this is because of the. But have you seen that this season is one of the craziest we've ever seen in the league? Only 3 points in separating person with the 3 and person with the 10.
Definitely.
Like 4 people did 26. I mean, 3 people on 29.
I mean, Arsenal won 3 games in a row,
and they are 3 points behind Chelsea.
Exactly. Who seems to be a title contender?
The thing is, this league is that you win 1 match, you go 4 places up.
Yes.
You drop a point, you are like 5 places
you go down
back.
Immediately.
Immediately, like you're not going to the next week. You're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ahead of you.
Just like Tottenham.
Inconsistency. When you see Liverpool drawing their last 2 matches against Newcastle and West Brom, teams they should be beaten at ease. That shows the and COVID-19 has a lot to play in it actually. That shows the inconsistency of the players being able to give their all for 90 minutes when a lot of preseason didn't happen. You play today, next 3 days you are playing again, no rest.
No rest at the moment.
So this season can just be very, very crazy. Very, very crazy.
The season could be what it is, but then we still have to manage it like that, definitely. COVID-19, just hope the second wave will not be as serious as the first. Because I know people are enjoying their moment talking about watching sporting actions. And we just don't want a break.
Looks like he was shot out of a cannon down the lane.
Okay, you can watch us live on Facebook, Pensioners FM, live on Facebook, Pensioners FM. And of course, you can download the app via Google Play Store. Pensioners FM on Google Play Store. Download the app and you will be listening live. You can listen via our website, www.pensionersfm1067.com. www.pensionersfm1067.com. We got so much to talk about. And during the week now, last week, just before we entered the new year, there was an award in Dubai that says, I don't know if it's controversial anyway. Cristiano, two, I'm just going to pick two of the awards. The coach of the century, I don't know, century is 100 years, am I right?
Maybe their own is 10 years.
I think I read it again. They said 2001 to 2020.
But it should not have been a century.
But about century, what is that? Century is 100 years.
Century is 100 years.
And all of a sudden, Pep Guardiola was the best coach in the past 100 years. Is as good as saying he's the greatest of all time.
Even Guardiola was surprised that he won the coach of the century because when we have so big managers, Alex Ferguson,
we could count them. There are so much.
If we can't, we won't leave this studio.
I mean, we can count them. And you look at
Pep Guardiola. I don't feel it should be century. I felt maybe they made a mistake with the quote century. Yeah. No. You can. If you said last 20 years, Seth, I go.
2001 you date. There are still so many.
I think I'll pick Guardiola.
Last 20 years, I may not pick Guardiola.
Last 20 years, 2001 to date.
I may not pick Guardiola.
His influence, I'll pick him.
2001 to date.
At Barcelona of 2009.
Pep Guardiola.
2008.
Well, it depends, but it's in the mix because for me, they've said. Maybe it's but from 2001 2020.
There are candidates. There are many candidates.
There are many candidates.
Many candidates.
But when you say century or more,
100 years.
Century new. Person supposed to win an award if you don't die, sir.
Definitely. And of course, the player of the century as well as said by Globe Soccer Awards in Dubai was Cristiano Ronaldo.
Let us just get one thing straight now. I tell people, once there's a competition or there's an award that has to do with popularity contest, we are the one that votes. Nobody the entire universe can be Cristiano Ronaldo. Take it or leave it.
Definitely.
Yeah, true. He has the most followers on Instagram.
250. Nobody
more followers than the Premier League.
Nobody in the world. In the world, though, not even in the football, in the sports world alone. Nobody in the world can.
And it's the fans that will vote. Bagbe.
Once the fan that is vote,
Bagbe.
call like president of United States of America.
Except the fans that decide not to vote.
They would vote. Why wouldn't they vote? It's Cristiano Ronaldo now. I don't know who you want. You go and put him with the biggest president in the whole world. He will be the person. Once it's that kind of award, just give it to him, I beg.
Okay. We'll still come there and break down some indices. And of course, give the listeners a chance. Do you think Pep Guardiola is deserving of coach of the century, even whether 2001 he did or the century as well? And would you say Cristiano Ronaldo also is deserving the player of the century or 2001 he did? Let me pick a call. I think we have a caller here who wants to talk. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Okay. Let's go on a short musical break. When we're back, then we switch into the Globe Soccer Awards. Breaking down so many indices and see who should have been or are the winners actually deserving. Okay, this is a track from Physical featuring Gaze, and they call this Not Good. It's a new year, so let's say thanks to God for sparing our lives, and of course thanking him also because we're going to have a very beautiful 2021. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. It's still Sports also on Pensioners 106.7 FM at Bayegoneke in the city of Ibadan.
Say we check, we go there. It's your boy Physical.
17. Let go.
tí máa bójú wẹ̀yìn wáyé mi láti kékeré títí dàgbà ó rọ́wọ́ olúwa lórí mi ó dẹ̀ ṣe mí dáadáa mi ò mọ̀dí tó fi fẹ́ràn mi ṣùgbọ́n ó dá mi lójú bàbá tó mọ ìyọ́mọ ni mo ní ní bàbá. Love me, I don't know why, because of your love I will never die. Anybody carry people head and they won't contest me, they know if you try. You love me, I don't know why, because of your love I don't go die. Anybody carry people head and they won't contest me, they know if you try. Oh.
Dude, I'm so grateful. In the good and the bad, I'm thankful. I would have been in the grave if not for your love that you faithfully gave. Now I stand on the rock, I'm singing your praise, I'll never stop. You get us the love you do me, now you I go seek, none of this will move me. And now you I go follow, I go sorry like say no tomorrow. Yeah, to the good and the bad, with all that I have, to the joy and the sorrow. You gave me your grace and your mercy. Everything I do when you bless me, and they cannot test me. You made me the best in this world. Yeah, I'm so blessed this year. Taking over, no fear this year. Riding the car so fresh this year. So hard this year, so fly this year. So blessed this year. Taking over, no fear this year. Riding the car so fresh this year. So hard this year, so fly this year.
Ojú wẹ̀yìn wáyé mi láti kékeré títí dàgbà. Ó rọ́wọ́ olúwa lórí mi, ó dẹ̀ ṣe mí dáadáa. Mi ò mọ̀dí tó fi fẹ́ràn mi ṣùgbọ́n ó dá mi lójú. Bàbá tó mọ ìyọ́mọ ni mo ní ní bàbá. You love me, I don't know why, because of your love I will never die. Anybody carry people head and they won't contest me, they know if you try. You love me, I don't know why, because of your love I don't go die. Anybody carry people head and they won't contest me, they know if you try. Oh.
No stayed in the studio, I didn't take my God for the grace, no damo. No be fake, he's good though. He knew Isoro Jesu mio salo. Semuche boom go day. Put your hands in the air, low, okay. We're killing the show, if you feeling the flow, just tell her this is okay.
Bàbá tí mo rí kò fi mí ṣeré lọ́jọ́ kan rí o. Ṣàwámà tàbí gàrí kò mátà olúwa ló fi fún mi o. Daddy, your son is grateful. Every day I sing and praise you. That's why I'm saying thank you. Ẹ ṣé olórúkọ Jésù ń bá bójú wẹ̀yìn wáyé mi. Láti kékeré títí dàgbà. Ó rọ́wọ́ olúwa lórí mi, ó dẹ̀ ṣe mí dáadáa. Mi ò mọ̀dí tó fi fẹ́ràn mi ṣùgbọ́n ó dá mi lójú. Bàbá tó mọ ìyọ́mọ ni mo ní ní bàbá. Love me, I don't know why, because of your love I will never die. Anybody carry people head and they won't contest me, they know if you try. You love me, I don't know why, because of your love I don't go die. Anybody carry people head and they won't contest me, they know if you try. Oh.
Hey, oh yeah, Zukuti on the sauti. If you feeling it, put your hands in the air.
Pensioners FM. This is Africa's model.
The first ever sport puzzle competition has come and ended with Adebayo Tobiloba. Imagine the overall winner by beating Komolafe Afolayan in the grand finale. Atinuke Esan came third while Temitayo Lebili was fourth. We appreciate the support by Larry J. Mars Cook and Bake Restaurant and Relaxation Center, Abayomi Shopping Complex, Abakpanu Bus Stop, Ologuneru Ibadan. All our judges, listeners, and social media fans and supporters, we say a very big thank you to you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Okay, we're back. That was Not Goody by Gaze, feature by Physical rather, featuring Gaze. Giving thanks to God. The born in year 2021, and of course, definitely for spending our lives, and definitely we're looking forward to a much more better year in 2021. Finally, as we speak, Leicester City away to Newcastle United. The match is goalless. 21 minutes played already. Of course, Leicester City third on the table. A win here will go. A win for Leicester City. And of course, they will be at 3 point as well. But that shows how tough the Premier League is. Okay, guys. We'll move back to the Globe Soccer. You can be part of this. Definitely 09081 11 1067 090 81 11 1067 or 080 8010 1067 080 8010 1067, or you can send me a message via WhatsApp 090 2672 1042 090 2672 1042. Pep Guardiola as the Globe Soccer Award winner, coach of the century, whether 20 years or 100 years, over the likes of Sir Alex Ferguson, over the likes of Vicente de Bosque, over the likes of Jose Mourinho. Come on, somebody tell me something I don't know. And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo winning over Lionel Messi, 100 years, over Pele, over Zidane, over Maradona, over Di Stefano. Talk about it. Or even in 20 years, nearest rival is Messi. So, over Messi. Somebody tell me something I don't know.
I think his closest rival should be Messi, not the likes of Zidane and the others you were mentioning, because Lionel Messi too deserves so much. Someone that scored 91 calendar goals in a year. He's done so well, won a whole lot of champions.
Maybe we should start from the players. Let's look at it this way. Okay, away from the goals, what criteria are we going to use here to break it down? Let's use 2001 to 2020 now. Let's leave the 100 years. Oh, TB one time. I just saw it on TB1. Okay, 2001 to date. What criteria are we going to use?
If you take a look at Lionel Messi, every competition he's played in, he's won all the individual awards. Even though he might not have won the World Cup or any international trophy, but he's done so well. He scored a whole lot of goals, won a whole lot of, individual awards. This guy won the Ballon d'Or for 3 straight years, back to back. And he deserved it. So for me, it's just a voting popularity, like she said earlier.
So for you, it should have been Messi.
For me,
because he won the Ballon d'Or 3 times.
No, I don't say because they voting popularity.
No, wait. Let me just break down Banjo.
Yeah.
Because he won the Ballon d'Or 3 times. Because in every competition,
he's won all the individual.
All individual in every competition, he's won so much trophies for himself and scored so more goals. Okay, 4. All right, Tinuke, who deserves it for you?
The deserved player gets it for me. That's the person they give it to. Cristiano Alberto Santos Ronaldo.
Let me pick this call. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, guys.
Yeah, good afternoon.
This is Michael calling from Body.
Okay, Michael, happy New Year to you, Michael.
I wish you guys the same.
Thank you so much.
I hope this will be prosperous for all of us.
Amen.
Talking about the coach of the century, I think for me, what I see at the award, I think it's for the coach at the civil service.
Okay, coach at the civil service.
Yes, the same thing with the players. I don't think they wanted to go for those coaches that have retired. I think that's what I am thinking. Because if they wanted to go to back for those days, those coaches have retired, like Sir Alex, Arsene Wenger, maybe 2 of those coaches will have won the award. But I think they're looking at those that are still service. So that's what Guardiola wanted. Okay. Talking about Ronaldo, well, I always tell some of my Barcelona friends, I told them that Ronaldo was just unlucky. He was not born in Argentina. If he was Argentine, I can tell with the current squad for the last 10 years, Argentina would have won the World Cup 2 times. No. I'm not joking. I know what I'm talking about. You know, Ronaldo, who inspired the Argentina team. I'm telling you, look at that score for the past 10 years or 15 years. You know what I'm talking about. When Ronaldo with that team, they will win the World Cup. There's no doubt. You know what really tricked me? It was the day Ronaldo went to play away in European qualifier, which was it not Sweden?
Yeah, Sweden. Yeah, 2014.
Oh my God. What was that game again? Well, I think Zlatan was there too.
Yes.
What was that game again? Then you give it to that guy. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. Banjo, he said, if Ronaldo.
If you take a look at that Portuguese team, they have a whole lot of talent too.
Oh my God.
In the 2018 World Cup.
No. They didn't have talent then.
Bernardo
what have not even scored Premier League. Please.
Top form of his life. It was there.
Please.
Some people didn't even know that Bruno was in that competition.
Please.
Some people don't know that Bruno was.
Please.
They have married
fantastic
players too.
No. You don't want to come here. You don't want to come here and say this.
They have
please.
They have good players too now.
They had who?
They have good players.
Who?
They have good.
Now.
Their goalkeeper is one of the best in the Premier League too.
Jesus Christ, Rui Patricio at that time was not yet to win the Premier League. It was after that tournament he came to the Premiership. So after that tournament he got to the Premiership.
He was also a good.
He was a Sporting CP at that time.
He was a very good
at Sporting CP. Seriously?
Lionel Messi,
They had
it's
Pepe.
just been very
Wait.
unlucky with
No,
Argentina.
let us
It's
break
been
this
unlucky
thing
with
down.
Argentina,
They had
that's it.
Pepe.
Pepe
A
is
prime
better.
Pepe. Wait now, with that
Okay.
age, they had Bruno Alves rather.
Yeah.
They had Rafael Guerrero, Renato Sanchez, William Carvalho.
Bernardo.
They had Header. They had Quaresma. Bernardo was the only one we could say was top of his play at that time. Then they had Ronaldo.
Okay.
Nani.
No,
At that in 2018. Now let us now come back to Argentina.
Okay.
They had Sergio Aguero.
Okay.
Eric Lamela no enter team. They had Angeli Di Maria. They had Paulo Dybala. We can count.
It's not the fault of Messi.
No. We are not blaming anybody. I'm just trying to look at what the caller said.
Okay.
That's where I'm coming from. He said maybe, and yes, we say it every time that maybe Ronaldo had better players to have played. It's just a maybe. We are not. It's not a fact. We are just saying maybe. A certain Messi cost his team the Copa America when he lost that penalty against Chile. They lost to Chile in consecutive years, and he was one of the culprits of that team. That does not take away how great he is. We are just bringing it back to what the caller said. So when everything comes out, well, we all say it every time that it's a different Messi that put on the Barcelona shirts, and it's a different Messi that put on the Argentina shirts.
Oh.
With the way he plays.
He's the highest goal scorer of the Argentine team. So what else do you want?
And Ronaldo is the lowest goal scorer of Portugal.
So he does so well.
No. He does not. He does not put in as
the
much.
Other players don't bring in their best.
He does not put in. He does not put in as much as he puts in when he's doing Barcelona. And bearing the fact that he has better players, he does not put in as much. We all watch Messi play for Argentina. He does not put in as much. That does not dispute that he's a very good footballer. But the fact still remains that all these things will come into play when we want to start, because that's one of the reasons why when people want to ban Messi, they will tell you let him go and win international trophy first, and you laugh at it. But even that does not take away anything from their award. For me, it was the 50-50 chance between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Just Benson, okay, whoever won it was deserving champion for me. Whoever won it out of both of them. When you look at it, both of them are miles ahead of every other player in the world. So for the past maybe 10, 11 years. So whoever won it was, but my own is century, 100 years. If it's 100 years, I beg. So a lot of players to come into that conversation. But like the man actually said, maybe they were looking at active players. So if they were looking at active players, I think we all can be assured of the winners and say, okay, that is where they are coming from.
Okay. So
no, we are not talking about we win this. He's trying to bring out the Portugal has. It's now that I can say Portugal can be rest assured that they have players now. Now they have players like now. Even if they meet Argentina now, they will beat
no
them.
excuse for Ronaldo to next World
No.
Cup.
That does not mean they are the best in the. I'm telling you that
you can win it too.
It's possible. And what I'm trying to bring out
without Messi, I don't think Argentina will even qualify for that.
What I'm trying to say, even with Messi, they struggle. Even with Messi, they struggle to qualify for World Cup. Even with Messi, they struggle.
The other players
it's either they qualify at the last minute or something.
You can say it's a little.
Like what matches where Ronaldo didn't start.
Yeah.
They are not relying on Ronaldo. There's a starting Bruno Fernandes that can even carry the whole team at the moment. They have let us go and carry the whole Wolverhampton team Wanderers. Let us just go and take the whole team. Let us just go and take the whole team there. They have good players now. They can be rest assured. Diogo Jota is there.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, guys.
Okay, Michael, calling back.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know why I bring this topic, this issue?
Okay.
I've done my research. I've looked back, like I told you, for the past 15 years. That's what I'm talking about. Go and look at the quality players of Argentina. That's what I'm saying.
It's undisputable anyway.
With that quality, with Ronaldo there, I'm telling you, forget this man is a real fighter. You go there, they do the work, that is the truth. That's the reality. With the quality players make a good coach. With the compliment of Ronaldo in that team, oh my God, they will grow every country apart. God bless you.
Thank you so much. 09081 11 1067 or 0808010 1067 09081 11 1067 or 0808010 1067. What do you think deserves more? The Globe Soccer Awards Player of the Century, or let me say Player of the past 10 years? Ronaldo or Messi? You have your say. You can send your message via WhatsApp 09026721042 090 261042. Of course, we'll go straight to the coach of the century. Okay, let's use 2001 to date. Guardiola was first, Zidane was second, and of course,
Jose.
Was it Zidane?
Ferguson wasn't even there.
Ferguson was second.
Okay. Ferguson was second.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Zidane was third.
Well, disrespect to Jose, but that ain't not it, Tansha.
How did you Bayo Nigba. Àti Jason.
Better don't record this and tell them.
It's on YouTube already. It's on Facebook. I will send it to them.
But well, if we have to break it down, I feel like Jose Mourinho deserves a shout.
Deserves a shout,
yeah,
but does not deserve the.
No.
Okay, so who deserves it?
I feel like it was always going to be between Pep Guardiola and Alex Ferguson. But look at Pep going back to school, Ferguson got let me in 20 years. Well, from 2000, I think for me,
head to head might not actually matter.
No, that was just a joke actually.
Okay.
That was just a joke. But I feel like because they said 2001.
Yeah.
I feel like if it has Alex Ferguson, I feel like had a lot of success in earlier stages of its Manchester United career, actually, for me. But from 2001, I'm seeing a lot of managers that could come into the shout. Look at Champions League, Guardiola won 2 in that span, in that period. Jose Mourinho won, how many? 2. They won 3, back to back. Is it 3 or 4?
3.
No,
4.
4. They won 4.
4 was
Champions League.
One as assistant coach with Ancelotti.
Okay, Ancelotti was the main thing. So 3.
You know.
Now we bring it back to league. That is where Guardiola takes all the. You just use it and say, all of you, shut up. So for me, I felt like he was the deserving winner.
You know the reason why I pick Guardiola is the way he redefined that Barcelona team, the way he brought up new talents. You know, Sergio Busquets of this world, the Pedros of this world.
Okay, now let me put it to you. There's this question that is going around and people are finding it to Barcelona of 2009.
Yeah.
And Barcelona of 2011. Which was better?
I'll pick that 2001. They won 6 trophies. They won every trophy they participated in.
So you picked 2009?
Yeah.
Raymond.
You're asking the alcohol question.
No. It's out of it. I just want, but because for me,
2011 was the best Barcelona team.
Exactly, for me too. I felt like 2011 was the best
from the trophy.
No. Look at everything compared together. 2011 was the best team Barcelona could ever assemble. That was the best team. Barcelona. That team was, every player in that team was in their prime.
I'm telling you, they had
every player.
You that 2009.
They were still. It was Pep's second season, so it was just due to.
Alves said something to her, and he said we started believing. I mean, after 2009, I said if we started believing, so the victory of 2009 spurred them on. If they have lost to Chelsea or United in the final, possibly by that time in 20, let me pick this score. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, sorry. 09081 11 1067 or 0808010 1067. But looking at it, Guardiola, who is putting out, I'm putting him Vincent De Bosque as my best coach of 2001. I have those 2. De Bosque and Ferguson.
Why De Bosque?
De Bosque won everything. Everything you can think of. He won the World Cup.
You know, people don't rate country. I think that's one of the reasons why for me.
But football encompasses everything.
And yes, for me, I
the
said
Champions League, the league. Talk about it.
Vicente won everything.
Everything you can think
from
of.
Club to country. Vicente won.
He won everything.
He's one of the most underrated coaches.
Definitely, exactly.
Football, actually, Vicente won. You don't win Euros. He did it as Euros, World Cup, Euros.
Exactly.
Like you go for 3 international tournaments and you win the 3, like back to back. And it's not that you were just winning, you were like blowing teams away. Xavi, Iniesta, David Villa. God.
They're big people.
You can also give the credit to Guardiola.
For?
Yeah,
no. Guardiola was not there.
He developed them.
No. In 2008, did
he develop the Busquets of this world?
In 2008, did he develop them when they won the Euros? No. He deserves no credit for this. In 2008, when they won the Euros, Guardiola was not even the best. It was Frank Rijkaard that was the coach. For me, I still stand that that Barcelona team that got that was Frank Rijkaard started building that team.
Yeah, 24.
Yes, Pep Guardiola did a lot. I'm not good, but Frank Rijkaard was the one that started building that team up to an extent before Pep came in Euro 2008. Frank Rijkaard was their coach, and we still saw the best of what's this guy Marcos Senna. We saw the likes of
Marcos was there.
Senna.
Yeah, Marcos was there. Well, there was a Capdevila as a left back. I mean, there are some players.
What did Pep Guardiola do there? No. Pep
Guardiola brought in the likes of Piqué from United. He developed Piqué, and Piqué is very, very.
Piqué was not there.
He was integral for them in the World Cup.
In 2010, Piqué was not even at his best. I think the only trophy they won that I could say Piqué did at least was 2012 Euros. 2010. Busquets in 2008 and 2010. No, it was not developed now.
World Cup.
No, Busquets
was at his best 2010.
No.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, Mike again.
Okay, Michael again.
Yeah, talking about Pep Guardiola, I think Pep was a lucky coach.
Lucky coach?
When he came into Barcelona.
Okay.
He came in when the talents were there. I'm telling you.
But it takes a good coach, a good manager to harness that talent and use them effectively.
Yeah, no. He came in when the talent were there for him to utilize his ambition. I don't know, can he repeat that for any club side now? Even when he goes back to Barcelona, I'm sure, but even for now, you cannot tell people to go back to Barcelona and go. You can't. Those talents are not there anymore. They only come once in a century. Every club has that. Yeah. So I think he was a lucky coach. He had the talent to work with. So give it to him.
Okay.
God bless
you. You know the reason why I still respect a certain Pep Guardiola, the way he came.
Because I felt like he brought a new breath of.
I just,
Hello, good evening.
Into the game.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Tunde.
Yeah, Ilano.
Okay, Tunde Ilano. Good afternoon.
Yeah, actually, I support what the other man said. Guardiola was very lucky to have that team. Raymond, even if you are a coach at that time,
with that team, we say it. We say it.
And you are giving that Barcelona team.
Yeah, I think we say it.
But Tunde, is another thing to have players. It's another thing to be able to make use of them. We've seen coaches with talent, but they couldn't make use of it.
See, it's not about you giving it's not about you. What you have to put it. It's not about you putting them together, but all of them are at their own prime at that moment. Every position at their own their own best time. So tell me, even if you convert anyone to another wing, he's still going to play it better because it's own time at that time. Don't forget that time, Guardiola was just lucky to have those guys. Any coach that has that thing that can beat anything in the world. That is it.
All right, thank you, Tony.
I think people say it as bands where they say, even me too, if I coach Barcelona, I will win with that team. We all hear people say it. I think, and that's one of the reasons why I feel Pep has come under criticism and scrutiny, because we feel like aside Barcelona, why can't we win the Champions League again? There's this that Jose Mourinho won at Porto, won at Inter, blah blah blah. But you went Bayern Munich, you spent like 3. I think that was one of the reasons why he left actually. Bayern Munich, they were already winning the league before you got there, and they wanted the Champions League. So they got the Champions League winning coach that maybe was gonna win them Champions League, and he did not. So that criticism can still come into play that maybe because he had that amazing set of players, that was why he won the Champions League. But that does not dispute the fact that he's an amazing coach. But the fact now say as we dey talk, Pep no get plan B. And plan A, I want to Premier League what to get here.
And to get the paper, go, Manjo.
Well, this season is not really been doing so well,
because they've gotten planning on it.
City have not really been consistent, but he's renewing his contract for 2 years, and I know there's a reason he renewed his contract. Next season, expect City to be blowing everyone apart.
because Messi is coming,
especially if Messi comes.
I know that's the plan.
We'll be here.
But I'm bringing in Ferguson in. Ferguson over the years, 2001 was a coach who oversaw transition and never ever give up. I remember in 2002, 2003, after 2003, when they won the league, coming from behind, In 2004, they didn't really do well. They won the FA Cup, and the English media were like, Ferguson should retire. I think he's lost it.
Yeah.
He went 3 years, nothing to show for it. But when Baba came back again,
Back to back.
I get away, yo.
And within that back to back, he got to 2 Champions League
Final.
final. One, lost one. I think for me,
No,
he won one 2008 and lost one 2009.
29. I think for me, I didn't watch the 21, 22 like you were talking about actually, but I think for me, the season where I felt like was the last season in which he retired. For me, got me to respect to Man City by that. We can never forget that season actually by goal difference. And even at that time, we knew the team was crumbling. There was nothing in that team. We could all accept that there was nothing. And Sir Alex Ferguson went and got just one man.
He said, "Give me Van Persie. I'm going to win the league."
Just one man.
And he got Van Persie.
And he won the league by January. By January,
December.
December after that Villa game.
That 3-2 against
Southampton.
Manchester City. Van Persie scored that goal, that free kick. I told people, I said, the league has gone. Forget about it.
And that was that because that team there was nothing in that team. And we won that league. He said,
Dear Tony Koliko. Now the shit over. We have to go because of the next program. But thanks for coming, of course, Atin. Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. That's the start of a package today on this edition of Sportos. Like I said, we are still coming down. We are still renewing our energy as we prepare for the season 2. Of course, watch out for something great on a Sunday like this, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. We're definitely cooking up something for you guys. I remain the sports illuminator Raymond Tolulope. Once again, Happy New Year. Wish you the best start in 2021. And of course, have a lovely week ahead. Join us, Idris Abiola, tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. on Sports Spectra. Good afternoon.
Take it to the rack. Goes the big man. Oh!